Patriots played today.
Oh boy, was it bad.
They played.
I have so many things to say.
They played. If you want to start, you can take it.
Sure. God, it was bad. Yeah.
All I'm saying is, like, bad game. We're a bad team.
Yeah.
So, like, bad games happen.
Yeah.
They have all been bad, in my opinion. Drake May's looked good, but the games have been bad.
Super.
It was just a bad game because we have a bad team full of bad players and bad coaches.
I think it's more the coaches. I really do.
That offensive line was terrible.
So bad.
The defense was really bad.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Everything's bad. Yeah. I'm now in the camp. You need to just fire Jerod Mayo. Like, I'm done. And I actually thought about it a lot.
I thought about it a lot, too.
So it's like, we got a hold, missed field goal, sack, fumble, punt. That's like all in a row.
Yeah.
That happened. We have a turnover on downs in the red zone, which is so frustrating.
I know.
The play calling is like ridiculous. So, like, offensively, it's ridiculous. There's so many, I don't know why we tried this thing today where we were like doing so many wide receiver screens in the worst possible areas. The penalties are always bad. They were slightly better today. Just the tackling was horrible.
Mm-hmm.
This was an extremely poorly coached game and poorly executed game. Off a bye.
Right.
That's what's really nuts about today. That's the big takeaway that I got today was like off a bye. By the way, okay, can we do just a quick little sketch?
We can do whatever.
You be the camera. You be the broadcast camera. Pan, and I'll be Jerod Mayo. So you just pan to me.
Oh fuck! What the hell is that play? They're acknowledging that.
Mm-hmm. The play.
Yeah. Yep, stay there. Zoom in a little. Yep, keep it, and cut to 3.
That's it every time.
Yeah.
He doesn't do anything.
Doesn't do anything. No, he's never calling a play.
It's at most, move the headset out of the way.
Yeah.
To do what, I don't know, because I never see him talk. He doesn't do anything. And this is like typical dumb sports fan, but it's like, I want to see something. I just feel like you never do anything. Every guy who's had this kind of scenario, like, first year, probably not a great roster, but it's just really, it's going horribly your first year, but it's like, it's your first year. Never worked out. Matt Eberflus doesn't work out. Brandon Staley doesn't work out.
Why does it not? Yeah.
It's like I think every time I would have to go research it a little more besides the really recent guys, but like every time it's like, damn, that's like whenever it's like a conversation of like, should we fire him or should we keep him?
It's
almost every time.
It's never like they get better.
When they choose to keep him, they never get better. And that's another thing is this season, it has not gotten better at all. At all.
Yeah, no.
At all.
No, it's gotten worse.
Like nothing has gotten better.
On the way over here, I was listening to 98.5, and they were just, I don't know the exact stats, but they were going over like 2022, 2023, 2024, general like total points through 13 games, like defensive points, and it's all just slowly on a decline.
It's worse.
But the games are more fun to watch.
Definitely more fun to watch.
But it's like we're giving up.
Getting worse.
We're getting smoked. Like we're giving up more points and scoring less.
Yeah. And again, this is like the whole like, well, I think our defense will be all right. Our defense sucks.
Bad. Yeah, no bad.
And
I had a feeling that was going to be the case.
Yeah, I had a bad.
Well, what's his name? Fucking
Covington.
DeMarcus. He's yeah.
What does he do? What does Mayo do?
I have a challenge for you.
Please.
Say something nice about the Patriots other than Drake May and Christian Gonzalez without saying their two names. Say something nice. Jerseys look good today.
Everything looks good in that stadium. I don't know what it is. It's like they have contrast beams.
The red zone.
It's something about that stadium.
They have a big sign in the back that just says like,
the red zone. Yeah. And the grass, that's
like
natural grass there, right? Marcus Jones is really fun.
Okay.
We have Travis Hunter at home.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he should win MVP.
He doesn't play every snap of the game.
So it's a snaps thing?
It's a snaps award.
Oh, okay.
It's a snaps award. This, like, the only parts of the Patriots that are good are two individual players being individually good.
Which, this is a team thing.
This is a team.
Yeah.
And, like, so that's, like, that. I kept actively trying today as the game was going on. I'm like, all right, what are the coaches doing well?
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, well, Christian Gonzalez is really good. Every Christian Gonzalez being good was just him one-on-one with Marvin Harrison.
And then that was a good play.
Right. Drake May, those 7 points were a bomb, a dot to Kendrick Bourne, all of Drake May. And then that shovel pass, all Drake May, like specifically, because it's like out of structure. He just did a crazy play. And then once again, that running touchdown, like that's just Drake May being Drake May. Again, it wasn't a designed run.
No, yeah.
So, like, the literal only good parts of this team are two individual players doing things outside of the coaching.
And mostly off script, too.
Mostly off script every time. So, my favorite thing about the Patriots is somehow waiting till week, like, 13 and 15 this week to discover that, one, Marcus Jones is really electric on offense. They just they don't. It's like Alex Van Pelt just discovered it. Like you would have known this.
Remember he said that?
Yes, he was like, he was texting me to get him involved. Like he was involved last year.
No idea he played offense.
It was pretty good. He had a great play last year. He had a great play in his one play today, and it's like maybe we just include him a little more.
Yeah.
In two, and this is maybe something we can talk about. Drake May. Really good red zone running threat.
Yeah.
Really good.
Well, do you want to know how good he is as a runner?
Please.
All time in the NFL, most rush yards per attempt in your first NFL season, he is second all time. Behind Mike Vick.
Yeah. Who's fourth?
Ahead, B.D. Feathers. 1937.
37.
Yeah.
Joe Biden was like...
And shout out 40. Keaton Mitchell, fifth.
Who's that?
The Ravens running back from 7 years ago.
Nice.
Maybe not even 7. Maybe that was like a couple years ago. Keaton Mitchell.
I don't remember. That's awesome. He's gross. Almost as if like 2 plays to get 1 yard.
Mm-hmm. You want to just hand it off twice.
I want to just have. Why don't they do the QB sneak?
Just roll them out, or just roll them out,
or do a QB draw. I would honestly rather that, or do a tush push with a guy who's what? How tall is Drake May? 6'5",
6'10", I think.
Something like that. It's like the model's Josh Allen. Like look at how unbelievable Josh Allen is when you get within 10 yards. Because whenever he rolls out, it's like. Game over.
Which also, we can talk about Josh Allen later, but I think he has 6 rushing touchdowns.
He's absurd.
Or 5 rushing touchdowns in the last 2 games.
He's absurd.
Yeah.
This is where it brings me to my coach thing, where it's like, I know the roster's bad.
Yeah.
But it's football, and it's the NFL. And, like, I've seen so many times where, like, a bad team is really bad, and then within a season, sometimes even within the same season, something happens. And everything changes. I just want to take you back. It's not quite the same, but the Bills, a year and a half ago, not good.
Yeah.
Like they were really struggling offensively. The beginning of last season.
Are you gonna do the 9/11 thing?
No.
Okay.
That was a little after. They fire their offensive coordinator, promote Joe Brady to offensive coordinator. Since then, they are 18-5 and like one of the best offensive teams in the league. And by the way, during that time, they lose Stephon Diggs. And they're still like really awesome.
Yeah,
it's a coaching change.
That was an addition by subtraction.
Stephon Diggs, sure. Yeah. I'm just saying, like it's not like they added a bunch of amazing offensive pieces.
Right.
You know, so it's like I'm saying, like the coaching argument. It's like I know the roster's bad, but I think like with better coaching, I don't know. Like I just think the coaching's a real thing.
My problem with the coaching is if you really want to fire any of the 3 guys, defensive coordinator, AVP, if you want to fire Mayo, where are we at with replacement?
Mike Vrabel.
If it's for sure Mike Vrabel, I'm in, but at this rate, I don't know if...
You wouldn't trust it, maybe?
No, I would. I would trust Vrabel, but I'd rather have an offensive coach, I think.
Yeah, my thing about Vrabel is like how good that Tennessee team was last year, and look at how bad they are this year.
Yeah, you know? I mean, they just ran the ball nonstop.
But again, like who did he have as a quarterback? He had Ryan Tannehill the whole time. You know?
I don't know. All the good teams in the league are kind of. This is going to be. I'm not going to say that. I just want to know where we're at replacement wise, because I'm totally fine with firing him. But if we don't get, I don't know,
if there is any chance at all,
it's not Ben Johnson. Maybe Bieniemy. I don't know who.
No, not Bieniemy.
It won't be, but I don't think. The replacement we have is going to be good.
There's not a bunch of awesome ones.
Where it's why are we just going to keep giving Drake May and the Patriots bad systems? They might be different, but they're still going to be bad.
Yeah. My thing is
that's not a healthy... I'm totally fine with getting rid of them if you have a good answer, and I don't think right now the organization is not in a good spot. We don't have... Elliot Wolf's not going to bring in the best guy out there. He's not going to bring in Ben Johnson.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's my thing. Is if we get a replacement that makes sense and there's a plan, I'm in. But if not, then I don't want to just keep rotating bad coaches.
Yeah. I think if there is literally any chance that we can get Ben Johnson, but I agree with you that putting the trust in these people that we've seen. It's like they're not going to.
It hasn't been anything.
They're not going to get Ben Johnson, which is what they should. It's like the right decision. Like go get Ben Johnson.
If I'm Ben Johnson, I mean,
I think it's Drake. Yeah,
that's all it is.
I would rather Ben Johnson, but why I say Vrabel is because it's like in theory so realistic. It's why I said it last year. It's like why aren't we getting Vrabel? I don't understand it.
Yeah,
like
he's making the Browns look awesome.
Is he really with the Browns? You know what I mean?
He's on the sideline each week.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I was just fucking around.
But
I would so much rather have Vrabel. But
so much rather. Running game's pretty good.
If we don't get like a top guy and we have a full solid plan for this is going to be the offense, this is our defensive coordinator, we're going to focus on O-line. Mm-hmm. Like, I would almost rather just stick with what we got and focus on player development. I don't know if we have the player development guys, but like draft a bunch of O-linemen, sign T. Higgins, instead of focusing all offseason on getting another mediocre head coach.
I know. I just don't think he's it.
I don't think he is either, and I know he's not it.
That's what the thing. It's like he's not it.
He's a player's coach. They're saying, so what does he do? And then he just, you're right, stands on the sideline and doesn't talk or move or motivate his players.
Right. Like we're 15 weeks in. We know it's not the right guy.
Yeah, and we have the Bills, the Chargers, and the Bills left to end the year. So it's going to look bad because the Bills are going to destroy us. The Chargers are likely going to hold
today
us to 10 points.
Totally could have been a win. Totally could have been a win.
Should have been a win. Yeah, so it's going to be bad. It's bad. It's just bad. We're a bad team.
And I just need...
This is a huge offseason. Huge. The biggest offseason we've had.
Yeah.
It's since, I don't know,
forever? Yeah, since forever.
I got a fun Jerod Mayo quote for you.
Yeah.
He was asked if he considered running Drake May near the goal line, and he said, quote, "You said it, I didn't," end quote. So what does that even... That's not even a normal human response.
No, I think it's his way of saying that I asked AVP to do it and Alex Van Pelt didn't do it. First of all, stop fucking talking. Stop talking.
Second of all,
please.
You're the last person. You're in charge.
You're the head coach.
You're in charge.
You know?
Yeah.
Do you know
that guy answers to you.
Yeah.
So if you really wanted to run him at the goal line, you can run him at the goal line.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't be like, you said it.
Yeah.
No. You're the head coach.
You can't just be getting walked over.
Get that man away from the microphone. It's unbelievable.
It's bad. He's had some bad microphone moments.
I have a bunch of tweets from the game.
Okay.
To show you, and then I have other tweets too, though.
Okay.
That aren't related to the Patriots quite as much, so I don't know if I should show you them now.
Show me whatever you want to show me, except for...
They're actually pretty close, so they're pretty quick. So okay. I don't think
whatever you got, I'm ready.
Cool. All right, here's the first one.
You could show me anything, I'll be ready.
Okay.
You could literally show me if you're if you're comfortable showing me anything.
Okay.
I'm ready to look.
Here's the first one.
Okay, that's Osama bin Laden.
Yeah, Jerod Mayo giving his post-game press conference, and it's just Osama bin Laden on a newscast.
Yep. Okay.
That's from Chase.
Good. I'll give that one an 8 out of 10.
Yep. We're short staffed for tonight. It's Drake May. That's crazy. Could use some extra help. Mm-hmm. This is Bryson NFL. I enjoy the best part of the Patriots offense is when they check in their starting corner and throw him a bubble screen. That is the best part of our offense. So,
that is true. Okay.
It's true, Bryson.
Okay.
This is just the top one. Good news for the Patriots, you've got your quarterback. Bad news, pretty much everything.
Everything else is bad. Yep.
100%. Jerod Mayo has said that most of game planning and coaching is evident on third downs. That's when it really sticks out.
Okay.
Cardinals are 4 for 7 on third downs. The Patriots are 0 for 5 on third downs.
Okay, so our bad coaching is evident.
Yeah, per him. Okay. Per our bad coach. Thanks, Chad Graff. I honestly think Van Pelt is afraid of letting Drake throw the ball more than 10 yards. Like, why are we throwing short of the sticks twice in a row on third down? F off Alex Van Pelt. Per Boston Cream. That happened a few times.
Per Boston Cream.
It was like 3rd and 10, and it was like quick slant to Demario Douglas or Kendrick Bourne for 4 yards. What's the thought process? I know it's...
Yeah, but the real thought process there is we shouldn't have 3rd and longs that often.
Yeah, but... Oh, my God.
Drake also, I will say...
He missed one.
He missed a couple passes.
I literally saw one.
That pick was his fault.
Yeah, but I mean, he went like he fucking threw it to the guy, but it's because
he threw it behind him. He threw it behind him.
Yeah, and so he had.
Rudy had to that was like that pick I let up in flag football.
Right.
The ball's behind me, so I just have to. You have to turn,
and then your body's already.
He got his hands on it. He should have caught it because his hands were on it, but in reality, that ball should have been.
Yeah. No, fair. I don't want to hear it. This is.
I don't. Don't tell Jake I said that.
Yeah, don't. This is the actual nightmare scenario. Scariest Mayo scenario is they spend a bunch next year, but only to get to 6 or 7 wins. And you know Mayo isn't the guy, but you talk yourself into thinking the jump to 9 and 10 wins can happen. You keep him, and then it doesn't, and you start over after 3 years. Yuck.
Okay, so then we would rather spend a lot next year and have I guess, if we go 4-13 again, then we know it's not him and we fire him.
Right. But like, or if it's like just good enough. I think he's just outlining a potential scenario.
Yeah. I feel like there's more bad scenarios than good scenarios going forward.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, just because we're already good.
Yeah, 100%.
The Kraft video of
I love it.
Both the Krafts.
I love it.
Sitting in their booth, watching the game. It seemed like Rob was like, the offensive play calling is terrible.
Jonathan Kraft fully said that. He said the play calling is terrible.
The play calling is terrible.
Yeah.
So it's clear they're thinking about it.
Oh, that's what I think they're going to. I know a report came out this morning that said they're keeping him, but I think they're going to.
The only thing that is making me think they might fire him is just that Rob Kraft is about to die.
Yeah, and owners are like, I'm old.
Yeah.
And I do think that, just seeing Jonathan Kraft's body language in that booth, there was a report, I believe, that Jonathan Kraft wanted to do an external coaching search. And Robert Kraft was like, no, we are not doing that. I have known that Mayo was going to be the successor since 2020.
That is terrible.
I agree. You're just pigeonholing yourself. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so I really think that Jonathan Kraft's going to, especially after today.
That's also when DeMarcus Covington was like hired.
Yeah.
2019, I think.
Yeah.
And you knew then he was going to be the DC.
Right.
That's bad. You can't
I agree.
have that. He's coached for 3 years on the Patriots, and then you're like, what was it, linebackers coach or something?
Yeah, D-line coach maybe. Yeah.
We lost our top 3 coaches. You're just going to be defensive coordinator.
Yeah. By the way, there's a Belichick on the staff still, and he's not the defensive coordinator. Yeah. That's weird. But
he's going to UNC probably.
Yeah, probably. But I really do think, I got a feeling. Here's Mike Vrabel.
I got a feeling.
At Coach Mike Vrabel. The Titans made a mistake firing me.
So that's not.
That's an account. So it's probably not him, but I enjoyed seeing it.
Okay.
This is college football. But the Pop-Tarts trophy has a built-in toaster to sacrifice its mascot in. The trophy is just a football, and there's a toaster within the football. But the mascot's a big Pop-Tart, so the Pop-Tarts.
I love what they're doing.
I love it.
I love what they're doing. Who's playing in that, by the way?
A good question.
Not Marshall.
I think there's a big. You need to tell me about Marshall. Okay. I'll get to that segment. This is the last one. I love this. This is Michael Lombardi. He posted this one crazy hashtag new profile pic UNC helmet. Not his profile.
Not his profile pic. I love that.
So, awesome. I don't know if that's still going on. But yeah, those are my favorite tweets.
Those are good tweets. Yeah. For all the listeners, that was probably a fun segment.
Yeah. Well, we
No, I think all we got is that the Patriots thing is bad. If we win one against the Bills.
I need to see improvements from the coaching staff. I need to see us not beating ourselves.
I don't think you're going to see it.
So, get them out.
You won't see it on the road in Buffalo. Right. Harbaugh's going to come into New England and outcoach the hell out of Mayo.
Yeah.
And then maybe the last week, the Bills come to town and they don't start anyone because they already have their seed locked up.
And they put a relatively good week together.
And Mitch Trubisky's back there and he still lights us up for 40.
Yeah.
The Bills have been averaging like 60 points.
So I think if it just keeps going like this, I do think that they're gonna pull the plug on Mayo. I do think so.
It's such a weird spot.
It's really weird.
My problem, the only problem I have is that if you don't have a real plan of replacement, if you're just firing him to fire him, and then we'll be like, let's go from there. I don't know if I'm in on that.
I agree.
If you fire him and the next day appoint Ben Johnson the head coach, or the next day you're like Vrabel's the guy.
Yeah.
Then I'm in.
Me too.
If you have a plan of attack, but I have a feeling it's just going to be like.
Now what?
We fire him, and then a month later, it's like the Patriots are interviewing.
And it's like, oof, I don't know. Yeah. Oof.
I know. Elevated AVP.
I was. Oh God. I was looking at Josh McDaniels. No, he'll go to North Carolina. I was looking at the candidates. There's not many this year. It's those two, really. Yeah. And then there's a bunch of maybe. So,